Welcome to episode 16 of FPL Top Dogs, Ballyhaunis, and our weekly review. Well, it's three game weeks in a week. You can say Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday. So game week 14 is just concluded. Um, Look, the players they've done better. Uh, this game they know who they are. The ones on top of the Christian Nicholson Pub League, of which that is our community and what we're all belong to. And also, just want to say thank you to the mention to the Christian Nicholson Pub Fantasy League, to the podcast Stevie, Knowlesy, Nolan, and Jackie Maloney, the dancer, with their FPL duo draft podcast. That was nice shout. So good stuff. Let's all help each other. Let's all embrace, well, a hard working week. I just need to have a couple of beers or something. Um, yeah, I don't think my philosophy about the whole FPL won't change really at all. I'm pretty happy and more content now that I've kind of given up the ghost with the whole thing. I'm playing for fun. I know it's sacrilege, but it's just too boring for me, the whole thing. Sitting about and you're going to have your Son, and you're going to have your Salah and your Haaland, and you're going to have Watkins, and you're going to have Saliba and Saka. And it's just, and oh, the big decision is to have Palmer or Gordon. Ooh. Um, to watch one game in a game week, knowing that that's your only chance to move up a bit in the rank. Meh. Anyway, cheers, folks. I love the Guinness. Let's share the old screen and let's, as they say, jump into this. Well, the Sun Dream Team. I'll be talking a bit about that. What's going on there? Um, I've won my knot, my King of the Travelers. Delighted. Nah, just keep winning at this stage. No point talking about me doing anything in it. This year's just been, and last season, all last season, and it's horribilis. So yeah, before we get into the review, let's have a quick look at what have we got here. Is it the draft? Um, let's have a look. Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? Oh, auto closing. I just wish these things would stay open. Points. Okay, yeah, might as well get it over and done with. 45, which is no good. Terrible game week last week as well. Um, Look, I just did the Doku thing. Could have just kept it on Salah, okay, or would have got more points. It's the fun pick. I brought him in so for Matoma, and he could have scored that goal, the one against the stanchion. Can't believe it, And I'm wearing the Tottenham shirt and all this stuff, but I got so much gear, Tottenham stuff in there. I'm not throwing it away. I'm comfortable wearing it. I'm not a fan. I'm United now, but I'm not even massive. I am from the olden days United. Um, but really, to care who wins or not, I've broken. It's like breaking through the glass ceiling as a football fan when finally you care so much about your team that you realize that when it goes astray, it ruins your mood, your life, your everything is the total disaster. And I've decided I'm going through the glass ceiling now, and I just listen, do what you like. I'm going just entertain me. Um, so at the moment, of course, I'm looking at Tottenham and Man United in the table, and there is a war going on, but United will win because of their glorious past. And look at that badge. Seriously, I wouldn't swap that badge for any badge in the whole world. Barcelona, Madrid, that is the best badge in the world. It's the most recognizable little red devil in the ship in the whole lot. Now Liverpool fans must be crawling in their their skins at the top. They think their liver bird is the best. So everyone does, but for me, that's all I'm saying. I'm re-engaging my United way. Watkins on the bench now. Of course, I. Why would you put in more Prowse? Or if Dougie Louise or whatever again, even Bournemouth thinking about a penalty here or a set piece, and it was Watkins, Mr. Reliable. I'm glad I didn't get rid of him. Lots of people have done, and I think he's fixture proof. He'll be back in the team. But for me, I'm just going to play for fun. It doesn't bother me anymore. What I don't think FPL overall will ever bother me ever again. I think officially gone in the head with it. So next week Romero will be back. It's going to be okay. I'm not taking any more -4s. I just don't have the. I don't really care anymore about taking -4s or whatever. Maybe Doku will play, so I'll just throw him on just in case. And leave it at that. Villa with City next. It's a tough one. Although no Rodrigo for City or Jack Grealish. Shame for Grealish, missing out there. Shocking to get that yellow. Just coming on against Spurs. Haaland getting the yellow, that was a plus point for me. A guy that doesn't own Haaland. Stay tuned to know later. Um, there's not really an awful lot of wriggle room in this. Have I got how much? 3.6. Um, I'm dabbling with the idea of getting in Trent somehow. I know it's a bit knee jerky, but he just was unreal. That goal at the end, free kick, you know, I think it could be his time. So he'll be a massive differential. So I'm not going to give up the ghost, but as for really caring about where I finish anymore, I don't care. It's just a game. Um yeah, I'm fine. And next season I won't. Yeah, I'll start the Christy Nicholson, but I have to think I'm just going to copy an influencer and just get my rank back. And I won't have any hell. I won't have any sort of pleasure in that way of getting your rank back all season just to copy someone to copy. Well, I that's my future. But I won't be entering the Christie if I'm going to do that. Of course, lads, you have to kind of play with a bit of integrity. And I have, everyone I see in the league here, they're playing, yes, with one eye with the content, but they're trying to do the right thing. So it's quite an honest league, the Christie Nick here in Ballyhaunis, County Mayo. That's where we're based. Known as the Guru, God above. Yeah, I suppose for the past stuff and probably getting people more into FPL around the community. And we've built up a strong, this is what it's about. That's what my whole aim was, is to get loads of you more into it. And it's your time, guys. It's your time. You're up there in the top. We'll have a look in 5 minutes. It's all youngins that are on the top there and killing it. So I did get in Saka. Um, I got rid of Ward Prowse. I'm just sick of looking at him. I'm sick of him. Seriously. Ugh. Him and his golf swing. It probably he's not scored for so long. He's probably 40 handicap or something at this stage. Probably tweak his back hitting a golf shot at this stage. His lack of he's score a hat trick now. I don't care. He's gone. I'm sick of him. So enough to get Saka in. So I'm thinking about TA, no -4s. I'll leave it till Saturday, although they're playing Sheffield, so loads of people will be looking. Luton, I think, are gritty, and there's a bit about them. There's nothing about Sheffield. They've just sacked their manager today, guys. Paul Heckenbottom. Um, yeah, he did take them up from the championship. Um, it's unlucky, really. Obviously, a good guy, but this is the Premier League, and it's nearly this stage looking where Sheffield is. Is there any point sacking him? Because he will be a good manager in the championship. And of course, he's not setting out there on purpose to, like, I think they sold Berger and a couple of their major signings there. 5 points. I wouldn't say yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I suppose it looks very morbid and down. 24 games to save yourself here for Sheffield. Look, it's only 4 points. Luton aren't great shakes, but they're plucky enough. There's something about Bournemouth with Solanke and Semedo. Um, if that's how you Semenya. Fulham could be dragged in, although I do like Marco Silva as a manager. I just think he's got fire in there. He'll figure something out, but they're suffering obviously with Mitrovic and Raul Jimenez. Come on. So yeah, Kafaris be dragged in, but again, the fans, the ground, and their squad should be enough to be. Yeah, and they haven't conceded too many goals. Goals in different. Um, I think Everton will be fine eventually. There's too much about them. I think it's going to be the same again, really. The three promoted, the three will go down. In fact, that's in fairness, all it's a toss up between. Look, it's just all here. It's all hearsay really at this stage. Um, but there you go. That's the big news. So, yeah, people will pile in on Liverpool assets, especially to Simicus. I was thinking about the Simicus, but again, like he got caught with that back post there. It just looked really bad. That Fulham goal. Decador Reed was it that scored it? The far post. I don't know. Liverpool look a bit open but exciting, very exciting to play. So yeah, that's where I am with that. I think I'll just leave it at that. Um, Not too fussed. It's all done. 5.1. Baloney, but never mind. Tuesday it all starts again. Yeah, the draft, very, very happy. This is the draft duo league. There's 12 qualifying leagues, tier 12 leagues of 12. Um, so I won this week, and I expect it was a very, very good win. Win like 42 points. That's nearly outscoring, my 45 from the straight FPL, which is crazy. This is the ultimate paradox of draft sometimes. How can you just have, a bunch of these guys here? Although Grealish did come on for me, yeah, fair enough. But none of these guys you transfer in. You have to waiver them. You have to hope they're free. You have to kind of work with somebody else. Well, if I swap you him, will you give me that? I don't want Martial on my team. I don't want Nketiah. I don't want to have these, but sometimes they fire. Look at Braithwaite's 9, the 3 bonus points as well. Gordon's got his goal there and that United win. Brennan's got his assist there at the end for the equalizer, and it's got enough to tip me through it. And these guys on the bench now, the way I played draft is that I had no Salah, a terrible. Okay, I had Mbuemo and Eze at the beginning. Boy, getting rid of I think I had either Matoma or Eze, one of the other, maybe not Mbuemo. Well, I know I had these guys, and I had in Concrete as well. I got no, I got him in the trade, but then I got rid of him when I found out his injury was worse. So, the trader got a better deal, but it didn't really work out for them in the end anyway. Um, so none of these guys, had no Salah, no Haaland, no one, anyone good. Um, and it's just flabbergasted in this league that you can get in a couple of players. Like McGinn has won me a couple of rounds. I'm a 7-7 player, 1-7, lost 7. Um, okay, 494 is not a massive points total. When you even look at like if you see Brian here 629, Stevie Stretz 635. There's a big difference, but points wise, I'm only 2 games back. If they lose 2 and I win 2, but they'll still be above me on goal on the points scored. So this is the way it works. The 12 people here, and 12th will go into the 12th tier, the 11th will go into 11th. That's the way I think it's going to work. So I'll be in around halfway, which is not bad in the first season. It's a bit of fun. So it'll take a long while to kind of traipse up again. Maybe the way they'll work it is the first 19 of a season will be whoever at the end of 19 game weeks, then they get promoted to the next tier, and the others get relegated. Whatever the I don't know exactly how it works. I think possibly promotion to tier five if I'm in six, and then on the ways up. And hopefully there's a little trophy or something at the end of this Stevie Stret and Jaxie, the dancer, Maloney. You guys will have a little trophy for winners of these tiers. Well, even with the first one, the tier one, which is the main one, and you're all serious players, so there's no pressure on the likes of me and a few of you. Mark the Oracle, who is one of our top dogs. Stevie Stratton Nolan's one of our top dogs, the Knowlesy. I'm one of them. And the Maeve, James D. Lyons here. So there's a few of us here, and I've got to take on the deleted player here and the FPL chairman the next two. So I'm on it. I'm doing transactions. I should be 27 in the next 2 game weeks. And that I'll be in and there and around if any of these make a slip up. So I'd expect to be 9 and 7 here. Then I got Stevie Nolan, and I think I have this guy here, Mark Soares guy. I think no, or I have the Rocky. Got Rocky. I think I have Soares, Mark here, and I think I have Rocky. So there's a good chance I can sneak a top four, or even three, which would just be unreal because these are series. So most of the lads here are proper series seasoned. Marky's only been doing it 2 seasons, so what else is there to say about that? No, happy enough, happy out, as they say. Um so that's the duo draft league, and the other one that we have is the shaky league. This next okay, Canton Vince Devils. You can have as many drafts as you want. I'm only in two. Um, and we'll have a look at Shaky Hers draft. Now I'm doing a lot better here, third. Yeah, that's the league. Okay, 27. I'll take it. So one must be 9 and 5 or something like that, I'd say. Um, and then I'm just gonna keep, I think this will go through the whole season. I think next season we'll have in the FPL top dogs next season. I'll get Shaky to do another draft for the FPL top dogs for us or official. You can call it the Robertos. You can call it the Robertos or the Shakies, whatever it is, whatever you want to call it. FPL official draft, the Robertos, whatever Shaky wants to do, with this thing, because he seems to be well up for it, and I trust the youth. A little trophy at the end of it, so we could have maybe up to 14. I don't know how many players you can have in a draft. Maybe it's unlimited. Possibly, if you had 20, can you imagine the rubbish everyone would be having? They'll have like some players that won't be playing. I know it's not fun, but that's life. And you have to keep on it to see maybe one of these days, one of them guys, gets a chance. It could be like Duran from Aston Villa, is in and out, but and there could be Destiny, that Mobamba, could be him from West Ham, or could be Archer, so he's done nothing at the beginning, but then he got those load of goals, and he looks like he's getting more game time. So that's the crack there. I'm happy out with this league. And keeping on it. Who have I got? I think there's so Bamba and Buemo, and Nketiah. Can't get rid of Nketiah. Happy with Watkins. I had the loads of Spurs. I had Van de Ven, Vicario, I had Romero, I had Madison. But I've got rid of obviously the long-term Spurs, which is a shame. They were doing really, really well until that Chelsea game destroyed their season. Zuma didn't play for some reason. Don't know what's going on there. Eze's injured. I will be getting rid of him and Bolle because I've got somebody here next to keep an eye on. You might as well do the best you can. Look at the overall points in this day. I'm 617 compared to the one in the. It's really strange, really is. but it's just how the cookie crumbles and the draft and how you get on. So again, I don't have the Haalands or the Salahs or anything major. It's just again a combination of souls that I managed to steal in at any given time. So I think I've always had Watkins, but that's the draft done. The Sun, um, yeah, the Sun Dream Team is just unreal. Anyone who's not into this, they have to watch the video here. I'll explain more. I've done one video on the Sun Dream Team, and it explains the whole thing. God, it's nice to have a beer. Works so hard. Seriously, folks, it's crazy. Got an evening shift now again tomorrow night. Yeah, so you can win up to 50,000 in first prize for the if you win the overall Sun Dream Team. It's free to enter. At the moment, I'm 3,559 in the overall. You go to my leagues, it gives you a better get a better look at so this is really bucking me up and cheering me up and this taking it's doing so well in this that the FPL doesn't seem to matter so much now anymore at the moment. So Man United fan league 542. Not bad. That was 62,000 folks. Hello. 3,559. That's the overall. There's 21 cash prizes. So I haven't used any of my 3 chips left. I've still got the 12th man, the bus, and I've got the power captain. And everyone knows what the power captain is from the Qatar 2022 World Cup. Anyone who's played that. So England gives you an idea of how many that's actually in this whole thing. 279,000, 280,000 teams in England. Obviously, England is the main bunch, and the Sun would be the most. So maybe there's 450,000 teams. I don't know, but this season is a lot different than the seasons gone by. The Sun Dream Team, you could enter up to 10 teams, 20 teams, 100 teams, whatever you wanted. This time round, you have to only have one account and they're on top of it. And one person, one go. So I think this is a really good year for someone like me who's pretty good overall and general and, just one thing. It might suit me this year, this sort of format until people cop on and get to really like FPL it's nailed on now. Like somebody like me before in the past doing very well in FPL, um, it's because we're on it and there was very little stuff on YouTube. There was stuff, but everyone's on it. The content's there, and I don't have any advantage over any. Everybody knows the fixtures. Everybody tunes into Twitter. They see, oh, that he's injured, he's out, international break. His wife's is divorcing him. He won't be playing. All the leaks as well. There was virtually no leaks across anywhere. Well, there was always leaks, I know, but to this extent, there's actually if you're not there on the deadline or the last hour watching the whole thing running up, you won't get the up to date information, and other people will get the leaks and they'll get the points, and it's sickening, and it's really gone over the top. This, all the stats and all this, it's just drive you lula, and then you beating yourself up because oh well, I went with that influencer's decision. I should have backed myself. Oh, I should have used my gut. It's always blame everyone else, but I'm just moving away from this stuff as well. And you guys out there that are more fresh and more into it and more vibeful about FPL, get into it and go for it. And listen, you're having great seasons out there. I'm only moaning, but I want to be happy ultimately. Generally happy. So yeah, the Redbridge Champions League, which this is my work one, 16 teams, £20 in it, £20 per team. So it's a nice little chunk of change for first, second, and third. The FPL top dogs. Okay, that's last year's one here. The FPL top dogs. Let's go into it because that's why we're here. It's FPL top dogs, the first inauguration one of it, and I'm in trouble. This guy, I think Aaron Bolger, I think he's a young lad from around town. That's his team there, and he's used the bus, 107 points. But I'm very happy out of everybody here. I have the highest point total. Okay, um, I've not used any chip. He has his 20 points, 53 points there. It's I'm not going to be too over concerned, but this is the example of what the bus can do. It's playing this game proper. That's the chip there. It means park the bus. That means you can get up to. Some people only have three defenders. It's crazy. Two subs. Get your five defenders in there. Trippier, Gushel. TA's done well. He's got that goal. He should have the two goals really. The free kick, but it's been deemed an own goal by Father. Um, Gabriel unlucky, didn't get the Van Dijk. That's a bummer. Um, but they have Sheffield next, so that could be a cricket score. Yeah, of course I'm worried about that. And he got the captain Salah. So this guy is really, really good and he's on it. So it's going to be tough to beat Aaron. I think it's Aaron. Um, I'll see what the damage is now after this. I'm just glad that I have Salah captained. He did outperform Haaland, which how has he missed the scissor at Tottenham? He's right in the middle of the goal. It's just all he used to do is just tap it in. Tap it in. All you gotta do is tap it in. Tap it in, Haaland. What's the name of that? The golfing movie with Adam Sandler. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna tap it in. Happy Gilmore. God, I love that film. Love it. But yeah, this is a bit of no harm about a bit of rivalry. Like if it takes me having to win the whole thing to win my own fucking FPL Top Dogs official for the first year, it's not too much to ask. Like it would be nice to win the first one, then the rest everyone else can win the others in the future. Because the pressure's off when you win the one. So I just have to see, if this guy's got, experience and where he is with all this stuff. But yeah, very good. I'm not sure about the Martinelli thing, but look, it's Luton away next. I'm not so sure it's going to be that much of a cakewalk. It comes very quick after the last game. I'm sure there's an outside chance that Klopp will think about resting someone. I don't think Salah's been rested yet this year. Um, there's a few of them that could do with a break. So need to keep an eye. I hope Salah doesn't get arrested, of course, but you don't know. Like, you don't know about that. Elliot might get a run in instead of Gravenbatch or whatever his name is. He played well, but he might get a rest. Elliot might come in. Um, we'll have to see about Gomez. Will he come in for Tsimikas? Bits and pieces. Maybe Tsimikas won't play. I'm not sure. We won't jinx anything, but it's coming a short turnabout. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm going to the Thursday game, Tottenham versus West Ham. Yeah, I'm a season ticket holder, but I'm done. I'm done with Tottenham. Sorry, I'm done, mate. Maybe it's a midlife crisis, but I'm going back to Cantona, Kanchelskis, Scholes, Giggs, Lee Sharp. One of my old favorites was um, Norman Whiteside. Kevin Moore, great player. Paul McGrath, Pallister. All that stuff and memories I have in my head of the Liverpool rivalry and yeah, let's see. Listen, United are any great shakes today. I understand that. I know that. But I'm doing this for me, not for anyone else. Go girl. Uh, go boy. Yeah, this is basically what you get 2 points for assist, 5 for a goal, shots on target, you get a point. Big chance create a point. Eze got about 22 points in one game against Sheffield. All the shots on target. He had 7 shots on target. He had 4 big chances. I don't think he got an assist. Maybe he did. You get an appearance, 1 point for minus 60, and above 60 you get the other. It really racks up tackles. So you need to do two tackles to get the point. That's really good stuff. And this is for everybody. Own goal, of course, and you got the red and the yellow. Goalkeepers get a penalty save plus. I just love it. All the statistics can't be refuted. They're all in the paper. They're all there in the stats. And clean sheet, 5 points, fair enough. It's pretty. The bonus now is something that I haven't looked into too much. Tier one points per. Um, is this the match rating thing? I don't know exactly what this, but I was always wondering what the 1 point, the 3 point, and the 5 point was. But you get this, learn more. That's actually probably what to do there. Let's have a butchers of this. Just I don't do much pre, apart from when I do my mocks. I want to do another mock of Jackie Malone. He's top of the table all the time now. Um, Basics, creating a team, game weeks eligible, boosters, captains, goalkeepers, bonus points. That's what I want. In addition to the points set above, a player can earn 1, 3, or 5 bonus points based on the amount of player performance marks they earn in an eligible match. The following PPK. Oh, right. Oh, I got you. So they'll get a bonus point if they get in between five. So if they get an assist, 2 points for an appearance and a shot on target, that's your five, and you get a bonus. Oh, I got you. If you get 2 goals and assists, you blow the whole game out, you get 5 points. I think that's really cool. That's really cool. So it's based on stats. It's not based on none of the Sun Dream Team is based anymore on this erroneous sort of do a player gets +7 rating, you get 3 points. And it's subjective, and they've got rid of that, and it's unreal. Really happy I'm into this, and I'm proper on it, and I might steal a brilliant season until it gets very serious. But in the Sun Dream Team, you can have you can have all 11 Liverpool players if you want, as long as you can fit that within your 50 million target. And the prices of your players go ups and down according to transfer movement on that player, up or down. And they've introduced the captaincy for the first time. Last season there was no captain, you had no option, and you had no chips. The main thing you had to do last season was just pick players that played as many games, like Maguire a few seasons ago. Who else? Shaw plays nearly every game. These sorts of guys. Watkins, he'll always play every other game, even in Europe. You keep an eye out for these players. Goalkeepers are dodged because there's a rotation thing there, like Fabianski and Areola, which is miffing me off a bit there. So yeah, that's Aaron's team. So he's well on. He's got 2 chips done now. He got another one left. So I just want to see, let the young horses, ride out and see what you got to do. After that, um, I don't think it's any time to panic about anything at this stage. You just try and keep doing the right decisions for as long as you can, and until the bitter end. Gansil champs by 2, which is second time champion in a row at work. I'm going for the 3 in a row. All the lads have used their chips, so they're all hanging out there now, and I'm just on the bridle for the rest of the half of the season, guys. I'll be just keeping pace, and I'll make my move. Yeah, so Areola, of course, he's gonna. I like him still because it's a Prem game, so I think there's a good chance he will start away to Tottenham there. So what I've noticed this year is not many players are getting minus points unless they come on as a sub and get sent off, which is a really like last year was very scary. You captain the defender and he gets an own goal, and you could be a -6, and all the goals conceded. It was very, very harsh on the defenders. They've really thought this out this year. So I got rid of Son, of course. That Okay, I didn't expect him to do much, but by getting rid of Son, I was able to bring in Saka. So Son would have got a five, no goal, three shot on target. I think he ended up with about 8 points or something like that. So, I'm still winning on that move, although he's got West Ham next, so who knows? But I like the second move, and I like Arsenal fixtures going forward, and I'm very happy to have the two there. I think the two best Arsenal there, if you're going to own any. Love Gordon, been smashing it. And Buemo, great fixtures ahead all the way to game week 18 until he has a rest along with all your City players and not overburdened. So I'll be thinking in the Sun Dream team, you can have roll up to four transfers. Now at the moment I have two. Um, I've got two, so I haven't made any moves yet. You usually have an hour before kickoff until you got to make your move, and then the game is done. It'll reset, and then the next game week starts. Yeah, getting in Charlie Taylor was unreal. Got him in for this game week specifically. He gives me a 10. Saka gives me a 13, and I got rid of Sonny, and uh, who did I get rid of? Oh, I got rid of Cash. Yeah, I'm just sick of Cash in regard to is he on, is he off, or he loves yellows. Yeah, he does. I think he'll come good again, of course, but I just don't think he suits the Sun Dream team here overall. I think Taylor will play all the games, and I think he's got this double. I don't think Taylor has a double next week. So I have to start thinking about what to do because it's just all about fixtures again. Um, does he have? Oh, the next fixture, Sheffield. They won that 5-0. So coming up forward, he's got Wolves next on the 5th coming up tomorrow, and then he's just got one game and one game here. Yeah, so it's just thinking out loud. I just thought for a one game week Punty would be the man to get on board there. Um, yeah, just fancied that move. The Sheffield at home. So that's all we need to talk about there. Let's go and have a look at the review and how everyone's doing. Jackie Maloney's still on top of the pops here. 886. What a score. I'm about 150 down on that now at the minute. But it is what it is. 64, very good score. Everyone on the Haaland train thing as well. Bench boost by Liam Hers got him up a bit. Not sure about that. Pinnock now and Buemo coming up with the fixtures that they have. Yeah, the Luton thing was a bit of a myth off, if I'm to be honest here. It didn't really work out massively well, although they did get the win. On Cunyon is he was winning for a while last week. 863 40. It's a bit of a bad blow there for Owen. So Fergie Walsh in the top 10. Stevie Nolan, Jamesy Lyons there, 65. Salah. Yeah, Stevie won't like obviously Watkins to Darwin. God, that Darwin is so frustrating. Just missing sitters here and there. You just can't trust him. There's just something that lacks composure. He's capable of, the sublime, but it is ridiculous the chances is what's his Andy Cole, who used to be known as a 1 in 7, finisher. He'd have 7 chances and he finished the one, but he had a load of chances. So that's maybe a bit harsh on Andy Cole there or Andrew, but he reminds me that of this Darwin. He's like Darwin's not a patch on Andy Cole anyway, King Cole, but I don't know. It's just Watkins is the man. Turner for Kelleher is a no-brainer. Same sort of money. It's just, what's the Mave doing here? 65 is fine. Keller and Johnson might rotate well. Ellison will be back in a week or two anyway. So this would be a handy punt, for Sheffield United away. But the Liverpool defense looks still a bit kind of skittish and something kind of unreliable about them. Dennis Ring, well up there, 67. So the major score of the week, yeah, the 60s is brilliant. Anything in 70s is unreal. Having just a cool Connor Freely still plugging away. It's a good 60. Son for Saka, a bit kind of same difference. I'd rather have both if it possible, if you can fit them in. Luke Walsh, 64. So it seems to be the average is about 60 this game week. Eze for Saka, Gordon. It's good calls there, by Neil there being very proactive. Took the bull by the horns here. Bowen started up as the false number 9 against Crystal Palace, and it didn't kind of work out for him this game week. Not sure about that role. He drifted out over to the right a lot. Looked a bit lost up front. Joey Neenan is just crawl. That's a great score, 72. He's crawling his way up the top. He's getting closer and closer now. He's finally overtook Rory Halford, last year's winner. Obviously, Joey's double time winner. That's why we call Rory the Mission, because he bet like nobody. We just got kind of assumed that Joey just wins every year until Lucan's, or not Lucan, it was Sword's Finest came in. Joey. So this team that Joey's got is probably the best team you can possibly have if you didn't have Trent in it, and the trade off is to Simicast. Okay, look, Taylor is fine. He's going to be playing. Garhi is fine. Mwamba's just to make up the money. So with no wild cards all the way to game week 19, he should be fine. Liverpool have good fixtures, so have Arsenal. He's not overtaxed about game week 18. Son is the nice thing. Lots of people don't have Son. He's got like the golden triangle, Son, Salah, and Haaland. He's got the bit of the walk. He's got a great sack as well. It's going to be awful hard. That team is it's just nearly impossible to beat. It's basically, I would say, a massive template to where you want to be. It's just for me, the template thing is just thinking about the template triggers me. It really triggers me. Anyone mentions template, I just and look at the Captain Meekly, Private Meekly, the Commando, just level pegging. Actually, they're both the same points. Let's see if there's any difference in the teams. Okay, Archer, Saka, Palmer. There's a bit of difference. He's got Trent in there. That's you have to sacrifice. See that he has to sacrifice somebody like Son. Can't be squeezed in if you got Trent in there. John recognizes that. Okay, bench is fine. Leno plays, not too bad. Archer's in there, not sure. Archer going forward really, but yeah, there's not much. The differential with the two of them is Son, isn't it? I say Rory there. So the three of them, very dangerous players. They're stacking up now in the right time at the right place. These guys. Diaby, okay, Matoma's a bit more of a interesting team here. Rory has compared to the last two. I think Matoma will come good. I'm sure of it. Diaby is going to tick along, and he'll be due now a big payout soon. Bailey's getting all the credits at the minute. Um, Bailey cutting in off the right and then hammering in then to the left. Onto the left side is just lethal. It's awful hard to stop them goals. So Bailey is getting a lot of joy. especially after coming on and with himself, Telemans away to Tottenham, and you know, I think his time is here, Bailey. And we've liked Bailey for a while. Like last year when we began, I had Bailey in my team. Dave Martin, great score. My friend David West Ham Martin is all he's got all his chips intact. Oh my God, he's 14th, 841, 45. He's been pretty quiet over there. I'll be moving in with Dave soon enough, I suppose. It's getting crazy over here, the rents. Um, Life is not all about paying someone money and you're what the hell are you doing? Uh, Need to save some money here. Um, I have plans. I have big, big plans, folks. Malaysia being one of them, and Ballyhaunis, of course. I can't leave out Ballyhaunis. It's good fun. God, the pub situation in Ballyhaunis. Oh my God, what are we gonna do? Um, take them over and run them. Um, they're just all being converted now. So what's the story with Dave? He's still keeping faith with Fernandez. He got an Ake, as you can see, for cash. Fair enough. Ake infuriates me. He's come on as a sub and he's letting that go. It's been kind of okay. Okay, he was out jumped. Kulo's done well, but I don't know what. Look, is he going to get a run? He'll start. It's like he's off for 2 games and he's on for 2 games. A month of game time and then a month of sub time. I don't know. Like talk about overthinking it. That's Pep. Imagine Pep playing FPL. Oh my God. He'd have minus fours every minus 20s May every week. Okay, Darwin. Okay, he's always had Darwin in there. Gordon, he's done well. He's got had him in for a while. And Caldwell's got the goal. Very good game week. Trippier, yeah, good stuff. He's got a bit of Spurs there. See, he's got rid of Bowen because he was a doubt. Um, yeah, it looks good. The Haaland people are they're just I think yeah, I agree. Like the template and Haaland will always win. Anyone you just pick him, captain, unless he's injured, pick your battles to go against them. If you win them, then you're doing better in FPL than everybody else. Goes on and on and on and on and on. See it. Oh, I wish those days of Haaland were not or Saka. What's it, Salah? Those days with Salah, those heady days, those days with Suarez, captain and Suarez. Marky Phillips is doing a great country trade. He's right up there now. The Oracle. Saliba's in there. Obviously, good fixture coming up for them. Uh, yeah, again, it's very, he's in the right. All you can see like that's the reason why they're all here and doing brilliant. Is because they have these guys and they're keeping in touch. And you keep your Salah, your Haaland, and Saka together. You can't go wrong. And that's what's happening there. So you keep it up, and Marky, yeah, you have to win, bro. Right? You have to win. Um, to win just once, that would be enough. Um, Daniel Jordan, 58. Nicholas Floman, 68, is doing well. He's creeping up. Okay, the Watkins Darwin thing, it sucks. And you lose quite a lot of money value. I was looking at the crack here. I drew out a list of Watkins and like I got him in for 8.3 and if I got rid of him and to get him back it cost me another point 0.1 because he's 8.4 now. But some people have Watkins in since he was 8 million or whatever, even less. Did he start at 7.5? I think he started at 8. Anyway, there's a bit of money. There's a lot of these players here like Trip here, you know. A lot of these people have him in since 6.5, and I think he was six, was he? 6 million, now he's seven. So it's a lot of team value you need to keep an eye on here. Duncan Annan, okay, it's an awful kick in the teeth. He's used to it anyway. It's been, a torturous 3 years. Since Duncan won it. He's plugging away and doing the best he can. But this is a good season. It's a bit of a blow. There's 20 points, 25 points left to the masses there. But you have your wild card in tow. Sterling is a punt, okay. Anthony's better than Matoma at the minute. A point better, by the way. I don't think Matoma did he get a point. Watkins, Darwin, everyone's done that move. Um, I'm gonna keep Watkins. I kept him the next day against Man City. Why not? I've nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. I'm done. Um, Patrick Caulfield again, 8-3-1 down. Not too bad. Look, it's 55 points. It's nothing in the grand scheme of things. Um, yeah, starting to dwindle down to just everyone with 3 trips soon. Yeah, the Haaland Salah thing wasn't much between them in the end. Although Haaland is just infuriating if you're watching him against Spurs. Buemo and João Pedro. So Dara's gone in. Fair enough. Pedro gets his customary goal, a penalty off the bench. It's happened every week. Shaky Berto. Shake Berto. I don't know what this Roberto and Berto thing is with Shaky her. He's got a thing about Roberto's now. Shake Berto. Shake, shake, shake. Remember those days Shaky was leading them for half a year last season. Um, yeah, he's plugging away. Anton over 60 has been brilliant this week, folks. They've not lost much. Look, the Gora killer is flying. It's nothing down really. 60 up down, that's fine. Could you sorry, just doing this for the record, folks. This is the record of the day. Morgan, the Prodigy Lions, is still hanging about fine. He's okay. So Gendra is only down to 2 chips though. Um, Tasmondo, Farah Tasmondo, look, bit of a bang there. A meh week. 50s, Ethan Kane in there. Ivan DeMelo's done well. You got Gordon in. I don't know if Alvarez, I think he got only an assist. Shane Cullity in there. 59. Yeah, Darrow O'Brien, the Silverman's boy, 805, 64. Fine. Lascelles, okay. Gallagher, yeah, okay. Better than Turner, who's lost his place. Kabore, look, it's definitely an upgrade. Lascelles until we figure out what's happened to Botman. So you're the 8-0. Udoni is in good company with Connor Hussmeister, Hussey. Have to get a better nickname for Hussey there. 805 to 2 wild card. Wow, we have to have a quick look at this. 56 wild card. Sometimes these wild cards, when you do them and you're a bit underwhelmed by the score, I'm not saying it's in there in a round you need to have, to be okay this week. It's probably a slight red arrow, if anything. But going forward, it could be like, harvest a lot of profit. That's the way I'd look at this. It happened to me last season. When I done my wild card, it was a bit met, but the repercussions of doing that lasted for nearly 10 game weeks. It just got me from 5 million to 2 million. Well, there's 7 million, I think 7 million to 2 million. Salah, okay, fair enough. So he's just got himself in the position there. But most of the lads above him, they all have these players or a slight variation. He doesn't have Son, but some of them have Son. So I really don't see an 805, 81 down is an awful lot. Um, don't know if that's 1.9 million is that team. So it's going to be awful hard to pass even 500,000 if you're lucky. And even that, the other 500,000 will have Palmer, and the other 500,000 will have Son or the other. So it's going to be always somebody. I think it will all cancel itself out. Teams like this. Okay, Sanchez is a bit of a differential. Chelsea got good fixtures coming up. Chelsea got really good. Their fixtures are turning soon. I think Sterling is a good buy-in. Yeah, and so in Crunch Crew is coming in now. In Kunku, he's coming in. I have him in my draft, so I can't wait until to see who takes the penalties then. So sometimes I'm gonna have to be kind of brave. Wild card's done now. Um, Not overdone for game week 18. Like fair enough, it's only Haaland and Brown. Um, that's my honest opinion, Con. Is that I just don't see. I think it's all going to even itself out. I'd say about 80% of this team, everyone has up above, maybe 85. And Darwin is a differential, but Watkins is a differential now because everyone's on Darwin. It's just seriously, it's like one sheep flies in one direction with a bit of vim and vigor, and the other 10 look at themselves and say, oh, well, he must be know what he's doing. And, they run after him. And the other ones that, there's either one that's too dim to know what's going on. The other one is just a total black sheep and does his own thing. Oh, Paro, yeah, he's very good. He's very high up the pitch. I think he's good. Should start playing him. The Taylor's it's a bummer, isn't it? But I wouldn't have played Taylor with these three here. It was the right decision to go with these three, of course. And I'd have Palmer as well. Look, he's at home. It could be, Peno, but he's not scoring from play. And if he doesn't get a Peno, that's it. I'm not so sure. I think I'd rather Gordon. He's got both here. But I think in this team, I don't think you need two like these sort of 6 million type players, 5.5, 6 million type players. I think this a place to have kind of four premiums and that fifth place in the squad. Although he does like the three striker thing, or the two striker, but the fifth. It feels in this team he's got two fifth sort of dudes here, rather than 1, 2, 3, 4, which are nailed. So I think he could be missing something there. Somebody will have Son. This so look, the wild card's done now. It will do well. You'll keep a position, but the whole crux of the game is to get in the top 100k. Like for me, it was all like top 300k was like the bare minimum for me for years until last season. A 2.1 destroyed totally, and even this year is destroyed. So I can't even rationalize where I was for all these years, thinking that top 100k was a sign of a good season for me, and to get definitely to get below that 300k, and I was well under 200 many occasions. Got to top 50k, top 2k one year, top 1500k, excuse me, and it's gone. It's gone. Um, so that's the story there. Tommy Cunyon, 44. Shane, Faceman, Healy, out in Oz, living his life. Um, well, he's trying to be differential here, but it's see, there's no Salah in this team as well. It's a bummer. He'll kill you. And it's the Liverpool do killing you. I think Liverpool are the vibe. You need to Simicast playing. I just think it's thinking just go outside the box. Yeah, yeah. If you get rid of Haaland and you don't captain him, you're going to have a rubbish year, and just going to have to accept it, unfortunately. But I just can't live like this anymore. I just can't live like that anymore. Uh, Jason McGoldrick in there, 44. All these guys are well above what I'm doing. Who am I to criticize? It's just a bit of an eye test. Jason Coyne, oh, this is a great score here. 72. He's flying up there. He's still got all his chips intact. Foden has done it for him there. Odegaard still in there. Yeah, this team feels of a team that was brilliant a month ago, and it's come around, except for Van de Ven and of course Medicine, so they'll be subbed off. So Jason's not actually been looking at this for a while. I think he kind of took his eye off the game here about a month ago. Um, and that's what sometimes a ghost team. Maybe he's just forgotten to do. He forgot the deadline this week or whatever. But like Van de Ven, we know he's gone for a while. So I think fair enough. Like ghost teams can do amazingly well, especially in draft. Oh God, you have some guy with just five players and six not playing, and one gets a hat trick and the other one saves three penalties. You're goosed. Owen, Owen Collins here, still plugging away. 33. Ouch. Still thinking though. Still thinking. Still trying. Everyone wants to get the hat. Top 10 is a hat, right? I have to get them hats. I have to order the hats now. I'm going to Malaysia in February, and I'll be bringing them home in February, March, whenever I get back to Ballyhaunis, and you'll get your hats, lads. Um, the big friendly giant here, Diarmid, 64. Son, brave, very brave. So Son got 10 points, not the 9. Um, he would have got a few bonus points as well. Yeah, very brave. That's unreal. That's unreal. Fair play. This is what you need to be doing. Look, if you do it all the time, you're going to get burned. I know, but on this occasion, he's gone with Son. It's just bloody hell. It's good. It's good. Son. Hmm, just no, good credit there, Jeremy. David Cunyon, 52. Bobby Rosser, a little bit further down. My manager from the Royal Albert Hall is, see Darwin and Buemo. It's what everyone's doing. Andy from Top Dogs. I'm sorry, Andy from Top Dog. Andy from Let's Talk. That was his move. He got rid of Watkins to get in Darwin. You see, you get bamboozled with the points here. You're like you're beer goggling points. Like I'm beer goggling, manifesting a win for next week. Christie. I think Christie is just going to be happy as long as he's just above me in the table. If he's having a crap season, he notices that if I do overtake him, he starts playing, then starts really concentrating. It's brilliant. It really is. It's just something ingrained in our rivalry, but it's a friendly one. Um, okay, so Will Nestor, where oh yeah, I knew it was down there. 66, clickety click, 66. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, me and Dylan are having the right tussle here at the bottom. I really know nothing. What am I doing here talking about FPL? I know nothing. Um, Dave McNamara, I'm in good company. James Crane, great company. Yeah. Um, yeah, 81 dogs in this. Thanks for entering, folks. See you next season. Parker one. See, he's trying there. God's he got off son. Romero, okay, Walker. Just Walker isn't really an FPL asset. I don't think he ever was. I think only when he was playing for Tottenham. I think for Pep, in and out. He's used for certain games. I really cannot advise any defender or goalkeeper or whatever for City that you can rely on. And he Stones is in and out. He's okay now. He gets injured. I got a sore calf. Um, yeah, Sarah Collins. So yeah, very good company down here. I'm not embarrassed at all. It's a good people. I suppose what's the O'Connor Keane is he's just broke the 9 million here, and there's 10.5 million. So yeah, in the leagues there's seven, a seven, a seven. Um, so I'd say the average of the league sixes and four. I think the average is really spread right out. But when you get up to so in the top, so your top 10% player, like Jazz, a top 10% player, along with Sean Gilday, I would say. I don't know why his rank is better than his or his 820. Oh, he's a million. Oh, it must be something to do. They don't take transfers into account here. It's just by points, I think. With these guys, so we got 22 guys that are a million players, top 10% guys. That's 22 in a league that's in a small community. Well, that's what in the middle of the West. And the people, some people say, wow. But top 10, 582,000. So we got 10 players in the top 600K, which is really good going. That's where you need to be. And we got our leader at top 70K, by far doing brilliant. So, wish him all the best. Best of luck, Jackson Maloney. You're so unreal. Keep going. Reach for the stars, boy. So that's the roundup. Let's have a last look at the NOS. The not this week, game week 14. Yeah, Jackie gets his win over Connor Keane. Marky Phillips beats Dylan. Now I just take out Tommy Cagnon here, although he was leading the King of the Travelers last week. I think he was up there at the top. Was the Haaland booking at the end when he was angered at the referee's decision to stop the play, when he clearly signaled for it to play on when he seemed to be fouled, when he was fouled, and that through ball into Jack Grealish. He looked like he was clean on. There was still a bit of way to go, and I think Vicario was going to go out. He was running out to his penalty area, but I don't know what more he could have. I think Jack would have just tucked us into the right corner. He would have finished that. I think. I just don't know to this day. But you can't blame Haaland. But otherwise, that would have been a draw. So I'll take it. It's one of them things. I've been absolutely a word beginning with S and the King of the Travelers. I've had some unreal bad luck in this thing. And I think it's the first time I've got away one. I'm sure it's 45 points all. Yeah. Okay. And I don't have Haaland in my team. So that's one reason for not having Haaland. Uh, and he missed them sitters. Frustrating, isn't it? Uh, Joseph Lyons there losing out to Pat Caulfield here. Starman winning out against Owen. Han Solo winning out against the Nosey, or Stephen Stratford. Daryl Hunt losing out. Great score, 64, but Joy Neenan is the danger again. I think he's going to win this thing because he's got the mentality, he's got the patience, he's got the poise, he stays in the moment. He doesn't get emotional. He doesn't lose that rag. He doesn't do crazy decisions. Everything he does is all like, you know, well thought about. He's got all the information. He's got all the facts. And the way he plays the game is how you play it. But I just can't do it anymore. I've 10 years of this doing exactly what Joey would be doing, but it's just I possibly the fact that I've won a few of these things, won lots of trophies in this thing, done well. I've just maybe taken for granted. I just don't. I've kind of lost. What do they say? You lose the look in sport, snooker, football. Like what was the power? I think he was saying about the practice you have to put in, and he just wants to go home and chill um I understand that, and he says there comes a time when you just need to hang it up. I'm not comparing him to me, sorry. I'm just saying, look at Ronnie O'Sullivan. He won there in the UK Open, the Masters there, or I think it's the Masters, but it's UK Championship. Don't know. It wasn't the Masters, the UK. He bet Ding Junhui 10-6, I think. He's 47. This next month coming up, and he's the youngest to ever have won the UK and the oldest. So that's a record. But he is he's miffed off and he's won the competition, but he knows it's doing his head in. Um, in sports, you just know when you're done. And this FPL, I'm done. I'm playing for fun, but I'm going to keep the Christy Nicholson going, and we're all going to have fun anyway. Um, um, let's have the crack, let's have the crack. Um, so where are we here? Morgan Lyons Cattle, Crumpa Carney, who's now to the Guru Killer. Joey won his match against Dara. Morgan, who's now to Jason Coyne, that unreal score, massive score. Nicholas Lowman winning out his King of the Travelers against the Face Man. Liam Herr winning out against Donny. The Maeve taking out the Snowman. The Chip or Nyler Richardson taking out Sujendra, who is Face Man 2. Yeah, that's what the 2 stands for. Owen Kenyon, there's now to, well, they said the long dog, yeah, aka 47 Kylie. Andy Cunyon, losing now to William Hitman Nestor. Dave West Ham Martin, Dave West Ham United Martin, excuse me, or otherwise known as not the Sandpiper, but what's it called? The Martins, Pine Martins. Well, anyway, he's West Ham through and through. Thames Ironworks, winning out a big score. Has he got the best score? Liam there, 73. Let's see, 76 in there somewhere. Unreal. Jackie Coyne losing out there, obviously to Dave. Jerry Freely losing out to Robert Cunyon. Lots of Cunyons in this, isn't there? John Kelly, 69. Good score against Sean Gilday. And Shaky just losing out to the Great Guns. Fergie, is it Going Great Guns? I think his nickname is Great Guns. Great Guns Walsh. Big Guns. Yeah, I think Fergie Great Guns Walsh. Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, wins out. And Arsenal top of the league, should top the Champions League. Yeah, it's going well, but there's not a lot of hoo-ha from the Arsenal fans who know about last year and they're just not going to get carried away with it. That's the fact. I've heard no crowing or no sort of over this or that. They've been very, very well behaved, Arsenal fans. So that's me for this week. So the deadline's coming up. Oh, I'm not going to do any shout out. I'll be at work tomorrow night. So the shout outs, will I just let it roll? I got Saka in. But what happens if Salah gets a hat trick against? I'm gonna go with Salah anyway. What's the point of doing Salah when everyone's gonna do Salah or Haaland? Watkins. You can go over the top and just to like you're chopping off your own, digits and appendages just for the sheer hell of it. Like, you know, Ferdinand against, or sorry, Fernandez is Chelsea. That could be a hung dinger. Oh, Salah. What? He could get rested. Saka is good. Let me have a look at the days that this thing is on. Um, I'm going to that one at West Ham. It would be nice to have maybe Son captain them and leave it at that. Arsenal. Okay, so they're playing there tomorrow at 8:15. It doesn't really matter. Um, doesn't really matter at all what I'm doing here. I'm just gonna roll for next week and leave it at that. And wish I had Trent. That would be really handy. Let me quickly do I think Trent went up in price as well with a load of them. I think Kelleher is now 4. Oh, he's only 3 still. That's fine. And no, just 8. So he was 7.9. Trent, now he's 8. Boulabus. Bloody hell, I hate this. Is another thing that does my head in about FPL. Um, right. So 3.6 and 8. Is there anything? Oh, Anderson. It's just a simple move, isn't it? Let me have a quick look. Yeah, this the Lula move of this game week could be getting TAA and captain them, maybe triple. Um, Look, can't really drop him at home against Bournemouth. That could be, a clean sheet. And I do like Anderson. He did score that goal against United, and he's been just very canny or necky, you know. Yeah, this could be a good time to get rid of cash. I wanted the cash drop. I don't think he dropped, and I think he was looking to be dropped at price, wasn't he? 3.6, then that I'd be totally goosed with money for getting Trent. 8.6. So there's 0.6 left. Nope. Will Son do okay? Son could do well. Uh, It'd be harsh to get rid of Doku just like that. He looks like a fantastic differential. And he's only 6.8. Jack's done well coming on. And I don't know if this guy will start and take a -4. I'm happy to get in Saka. So I tend to kind of captain whoever I get in. -8. It's just two. I still have this plonker Alvarez. God, above Alvarez. What a joke of a player. Um, what's the story with Villa? City, Arsenal, Brentford, Sheffield United. That's a very tricky run, that is. No, they're at home, City. They'll give them a good go. Son's on fire. Wish it wild card. That would solve all the problems. Don't like cash anymore. Um, what is Son? 9.6. Oh my God. I think he's gone up in price. 9.6, 4.5. No, no, 4.9.6. No. I'm gonna have to let some go. No, there is a chance these Liverpool lads could be rested. I'm not doing any more -4s. I'm not overthinking it, or I'm gonna leave it. What I've done here. Um, yeah, just just leave it. Although I'm not gonna make any sort of. Um, I think majority of people will captain Salah. Just, all right, folks. Thanks very much for joining me this game week and for a bit of a shout out there. I'll leave it at what I've done there. And cheers, folks. Thanks for staying till the end as well. Just a like and subscribe. And yeah, let's keep it real until next week. Yeah, I'm just happy I'm doing these sort of shout outs anyway and keep, this is the Christy Nicholson. We love it. We all know who we are. Get into the top 10, get the hash. This is a different one for this year's one is in the Ballyhaunis colors, blue, two blues. Thanks to Rory there winning. It's just in recognition because I believe that if you win the Christie, it's your year. and you're our champion. And I'm very, very proud, to have had that time at Rory in London. And it's just really amazing to meet these people. And vice versa, he said as well. And to meet his friends, um, Ross as well, and the lads. Ross will join next season. I'll make sure of it. Yeah, I suppose it's just a bit of defensive sort of thing. When you love something so much and you're just useless at it, you trying to detach from the seriousness of it. Well, I mean, there's a lot more things in life, that are total devastating people all over the world. In the grand to be just be moaning and unhappy at something is, trivial. Really, it is trivial, but we love it. But there is so much, serious bad stuff in life, and you really have it good if this is all you're down about. So I'm not going to get down about this stuff. I'm proud of what's happened in the past. I'm proud of what I'm doing now. Um, and it's someone else's turn. Um, I can't wait to see who our champion will be. It's like a Masters thing, this Christy Nicholson. If you win it, you really have a year. That is your year. That's your jacket or your hat. That's your trophy. That's your year in my head. When I think of 2017, I think of Parker One, Park Coolio, the Rugio. That's the Park Rugio Rouen. That's when I think of that year, and it's oh god, I can't believe I lost that. And everyone was saying about Park. Oh well, they were so happy he won. He won the thing because he's always there in the top three, always there and about. Always hard to beat, always on top of it, and really, he kept the likes of me honest and everybody else until one year. He kept himself honest and won. So that was a great year. I remember we're in Max and we had a good, and he was really, he said, never mind about the money. It's really like, I'll have this thing, the little trophy thing. And that stay that will always be there. And it will be. Duncan Hannon's the same. Christie, Kilcourse is, the treble. It can never be done now, the treble, unless the draft he wins the draft next year. That will be the treble, or the Sun Dream Team FPL, but that won't be the same. It's a different format. But the draft next year, that could be the treble then. That would be unreal. But yeah, I'm encouraging draft now. I encourage you guys to think and start looking at draft. Um, because if you're having such a terrible season and you're doing well in the draft, it's not bad. It's not a bad place, folks. So yeah, a bit of philosophy there, and look after yourself, folks. I'm going to take now off. I've got an American football film to watch or something crazy. Go 49ers, done the Eagles, destroyed them. 9-3 record versus their 10-2, and we need them to lose one and us to win. Get the top spot, have the home field advantage, and the bye week. And look, it just seems to be always the bridesmaid for the 49ers, but you never know. Um, I've been very happy and able to get work at Tottenham and at Wembley for NFL games. I wouldn't pay. There's no point paying going in there. I'll have to ask Rory how much you pay, but it's going to be over 100, $150. It's just crazy money. I think I'm a season ticket at Tottenham, so ticket member of Tottenham. So maybe there's some sort of package there for Spurs members. I don't know, but I think even working the games, possibility of tips. Um, Look, it's a win-win, all around. So that's the crack there. Um, Enjoy and thanks for staying until the end, folks. God bless. Guru out.